Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Morning Mindfulness here at the Georgia Museum of Art. That is more and more beautiful every time I come. It amazes me that during these COVID times, they are continuously refreshing and keeping it perpetually interesting. And so I encourage you to come and have a little vacation here at the Georgia Museum of Art. They are open Thursday through Sunday, and you can go to their website to see all of the ways that they are keeping you safe. They have protocol that is all about your health and well-being. And you can also see what's available in the galleries. So please come to the Georgia Museum of Art. And my name is Meghan Burke, and I'm the founding director of Sangha Yoga Studio and the Healing Arts Center and Remedy Herb Shop. And I am ever so grateful for the generosity of your time and attention this morning. And so I'm going to invite you to get comfortable right now. And wherever that is, if you're sitting in the chair in front of your computer, in your bed, in a comfortable couch, find the place that allows you to really relax into your body and seek shelter there. And so maybe if you have shoes on, take off your shoes to allow your feet to perhaps ground down into the earth. Or maybe if your body allows, you come into a gentle sukhasana, easy pose. Just start coming in the direction of coming home. And I invite you to close your eyes once you've found a comfortable nest. And as you close your eyes, check in with how you're feeling. And you decide if you're feeling a little bit whirly swirly and not super grounded, consider putting your palms face down on your thighs and rooting self to self. And as I said, if you're feeling swirly and whirly, with your shoes off, let your feet ground down into the floor, perhaps barefoot, so that you can tap into that resiliency and stability of the earth beneath you. And so if you are feeling a little sedentary and you want to space truck a little bit, you can go palms up and explore that gesture of receptivity. So allow yourself to try it on, palms up, palms down, and your body votes. So allow your body to find a mindful, chosen hand position. And then begin becoming the proprietor of your senses, drawing the eyes inward, looking within, drawing the ears inward, and always my words are a distant second to wherever your body leads you. And then drawing the sense of touch to the interior and moving into a felt sense of our being. And I invite you to begin by bringing awareness to the center of the chest, coming home to our spiritual heart. And without agenda, just noticing the climate of the heart space. Feeling this place from which we breathe and love. Trying not to weave story, just offering presence. And settling in a little bit. Noticing the quality of the breath. Is the body preferring the inhalation or the exhalation? There's no right or wrong, just noticing. And then having taken inventory of whatever's so in the heart space, we continue this homecoming and we climb the attic and go up into the mind and just check in with the garden of our thoughts without getting too involved, just noticing what the mind is serving up today, right now. Perhaps under the influence of your morning beverage. It could be a little busy up there. It's okay. No worries. Just notice. Just notice perhaps the quality of what the mind is offering. Is the mind being generous? Is the mind being critical? Is the mind being compassionate? Is it being judgy? Allow it to be and do whatever it's doing. And we just lend our awareness for a moment. Mindful of the mind stuff, the vrittis, as they're known in yoga, the fluctuations of the mind. And then, because the mind was never meant to be the master, but perhaps a fine servant if well trained, we offer the mind a little guidance. And we say, okay, just for this time of morning mindfulness, I'm not going to participate with your fluctuations, your planning, your strategizing. Thank you for your service, and I shall dismiss you to the closet, to the trunk of the car, wherever. And just for this time, I'm going to keep my awareness on the body and on the feeling of being me, not the thoughts. And we just start dropping a little bit more deeply into our felt sense. And whenever the mind tries to hijack our experience, we say, not now. And we come back to our feeling. And that's usually our points of contact, where our hands are making contact with the surface, whether it's hand to hand or hand to thighs, our body being supported by the chair. So just keep coming back to your points of contact, coming back to your felt sense anytime the mind tries to steal the show. It's okay. Compassionately come back. And then begin bringing awareness to your physical body. Having checked in with the heart, checked in with the mind, we now come to the gross physical form. Not gross as in disgusting, but gross as in like the mass of matter that is our skin and bones. And just start to feel the story of your bones. Just noticing what's so. Feeling the density. Feeling the musculature. And having a felt sense of our body, having arrived in that awareness, bring your attention to your hands. And just notice what's so about the hands. Just notice how they feel. And then I invite you to blink open the eyes and have a look down at your hands. Make sure you're looking with eyes of gratitude, right? Whew. And then interlace your fingers. And get a nice good hookup at the roots of your fingers. Interlace sincerely. Hold your own hand. And I encourage you to take off rings if you can, if you have them, and just go bareback. right? Let your hands be naked and really let them meet one another, uniting both hemispheres of the brain through the two palms pressing and the fingers interlaced. And then rest this wherever it's comfortable for a moment and just hold your own hands together and close your eyes and feel that. Arriving here as your friend, self-befriending self, self-uniting with self. And notice how it feels to sincerely, lovingly hold your own hands. And allow there to be a softness about you as best you can. So there's a sincere grip, but a softness of spirit. Holding your hands as you would your beloved or your very best friend. Someone that you care dearly for and about. And just take a moment to offer that to self. Offer yourself a few words of kindness. Greet yourself. Good morning. Good morning. And continue speaking lovingly and kindly to the self that is you. And then take a deep breath of gratitude. Exhale it to each and every cell of your being. And then the eyes come back upon the hands as we lift them up. And with that nice, good interlace, continuing to hold the hands, begin to spin the roots of your fingers towards the wall in front of you. And if you lose your connection root to root, you just continue to navigate and open it up, right? And we start to open up the fascia on the palm of the hands. And then when you've got a nice, good bind here, so to speak, bring it onto the top of the head. And get it on the very top of your head, right there on the crown. And then see if you can gently pull your elbows down towards the floor, your shoulders down towards the floor, and your fingers towards the floor, especially the pinky fingers, right? And just spread open the palms of your hands. Spread them. Gently using your heads. Let your thumbs come down as well. Thumbs down, pinkies down. Spreading your hands open. Great gesture of receptivity, opening ourselves to receive all that the universe has to offer. And then lift this up. Keep the bind. Lift it up. Come into full extension as best you're able. Stay within your range of comfort. Honor your boundaries. Flirt with your edge. And then hug the outer arm to the inner. Shoulders down. Hug the outer arm to the inner. Can you take this back a little bit? And here perhaps we feel the ways in which we're bound. Breathe into that. Meet it and greet it. Each exhalation, we allow the knots to loosen the grip a little bit. Just notice what you're feeling. Last little bit here. And then lengthen. Raise the roof and slowly bring it out in front of you, keeping the bind. Oh boy. And then come back from whence we began. Fingers still interlaced, coming right in front of you. And have a look. Which thumb is on top? And switch the grip. Let the opposite thumb come on top and change the interlace of your fingers. This will be a little bit non-habitual perhaps. It might feel a wee bit foreign and different. And then once again, get a good hookup. Be your own best friend. Find you, reach for you through the fingers. And then once you got a nice good hookup, here we go. Spin it out and notice how it's different. Many of us have spent a lot more time than usual at the computer lately, and these poor little hands are little portals into giving and receiving and sharing with others. There's a lot of distortion. Shoulders down, and then when you're ready, lift it up. Whoo, right? We're alive. Hug the outer arm to the inner. Come out through the top as best you can and just notice what's happening in your forearms, your hands. Lengthen, 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 lengthen. Ooh, shoulders down, arms up. And then bring it down onto your head and spread open the fascia here. Shoulders down, elbows down, heart high. And just feel your sweet little hands. Spread them open. Pinky sides of the hands coming down, thumbs coming down. All your digits are involved in the great stretch here. And then lift it back up. Take it out. And then bring it home. Bring it home. Yeah. And then rest with your hands in your lap once again. Still holding your hands. Relaxing, softening. Close the eyes and notice how your hands feel. Having been activated, having been awakened. Perhaps a little more energized and available. Deep breath in. Deeper breath out. Allow the fingers to release from one the other. And let your arms come straight out in front of you now. Shoulders down, shoulders down. Spread your fingers wide. Spread your fingers wide. Open, open, open. And then draw your fingers back towards your face and reach out through the heels of your hands. Once again, we notice a little congestion, maybe a little bit of interference. And then we breathe into that. That's why we're here. We want to feel. We want to heal. We want to open up this portal into the world. And then push the walls beyond you away. Shoulders down, 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 down. Arms coming out of the shoulders as best your body allows. Fingers spread, fingers close. Spread and close and spread and close. Last little bit. Opening and closing. Feel all that. And then from here, let your palms go face down. Fingertips come together. And you draw your fingertips towards your armpits. We open the top side of the arm out through the wrist, draw back through the underside. Last little bit of opening the portal from the hands into the arms and from the arms into the heart space. Really? Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're opening up the heart and the pathway through which the love energy flows. And then hands open, parallel to the floor. Spread them, spread them, spread them. And then bend your elbows, scarecrow arms. Shake it front to back, side to side, front to back, side to side. And take it down, front to back, side to side, front to back, side to side. Shake it off, shake it loose, shake it down. Anything that needs to leave, let it go, shake it off. And then hands rest. Wherever they want to, however they want to. Let your body choose. Once again, let it be a mindful, chosen position. And then close your eyes. And arrive once again at your own front door. And notice how it feels to be you. Check in with your hands, your arms, and follow the pathway that leads them into the heart, from heart to hands, and from hands to heart. And just see if you can feel a little bit more availability. And fake it till you make it. Let it be intention if you don't have a felt sense. It's a mighty prayer that we do this to open up the heart and infuse a little bit more love into the giving, the receiving, and the doing. Deep breath in. Deeper breath out. And then from here, the eyes blink open. And now we're going to hook up our jumper cables. So have a peek. You're going to bring the opposite foot to the hand. So it's your left hand, your right foot, your left hand. And you're just going to interlace your fingers and your toes. I know it sounds crazy, but we didn't come here together to think. We came here to explore possibility, perhaps neuroplasticity. And so interlace your fingers in your hands from the palm of your hand to the sole of your foot, right? And you got to pull those digits apart to work your way in and get all the way at the base of the fingers and the base of the toes. Use your second hand to hold that leg and foot steady, and then start to yoke your toes out of your foot. And we're just going to open the portal of the feet so that maybe we can receive a little bit more earth energy and be more grounded in these potentially destabilizing times, right? And so just yoke your little toes out of your feet and then wiggle and writhe and let it feel good. Okay, well, in the direction of good. And then let's get into the ankle. Just hold the foot with your hand and just stir the ankle around a few times in each direction. Snap, crackle, pop. All right, mobilizing joints. And then a last little bit of milking your toes. Pull them out, create space. And then let that go. Release your foot down. Hands rest some comfortable place. Pause and notice. Feel the difference foot to foot. And the second foot was watching, and it wants in on that. So here we go. Second side. Bring your second foot up. Interlace the fingers with the toes. Palm of the hand to the sole of the foot. There's a nice exchange of energy available there. So your hastas and your padas, your hands and your feet being connected creates kind of like a jumper cable and completes this circuit of energy, and good things can happen. All right, milk your toes. Milk them out of your foot. And you may find if you use your second hand to hold the bottom of the shin of the foot that you're working, you can pull back on that for some resistance and really get in there. So you find what works for you and your body, and then wiggle those toes around. So we really want to encourage some mobility within our feet so that we get on unstable ground. The toes, the feet can make the micro adjustments to keep us from falling. I can't encourage you enough to do this every single day. And then get into the ankle. Hold steady the shin, stability in the shin, mobility in the ankle. Reverse. All right. And last little bit of yoking and pulling. All right, now keep hold of this second foot. This is a little bit of an advanced trick. If you have the ability to in some way get hold of both your feet with both your hands, go for it. And if nothing else, just try, right? Who cares? No one can see you. And so what if they can? Explore interlacing your fingers and your toes. And then just for a moment, hold your feet, completing your circuit of energy. And again, bridge whatever gap there may be with intention. Just have the intention of interlacing your fingers and your toes. Close your eyes, feel it, use your imagination. How does it feel to hold your feet? To close off the circuit of energy of self to self. Take a few breaths, experiencing that with your full awareness. Relax into it as best you're able. Gently holding self to self. Again, being here as your own best friend. And if this is comfortable for you, stay here. And if it's not, release your feet and your legs to some comfortable place, and perhaps just go back to interlacing your fingers and connect self to self through the hands. So whether it's hands and feet or hands together, just take a last few moments being with you with utmost awareness, tenderness, kindness, and generosity. Soft tongue, soft jaw, soft eyes, warm heart, relaxed shoulders. You've got you. And then, to complete our time together, I invite you to finish your practice by saying something kind to you. Perhaps, if you dare, even telling you that you love you using your name. Just offer some kind of kindness. And then slowly begin to bring the two palms to press at the front door of the heart. The head gently bows to all the goodness within. And maybe we make a little sankalpa, a little promise to ourselves, a little vow that all that is good in us we offer to the world. To our very highest selves, to each other, and to all of creation, we bow. Namaste. Thank you for being here. And if you would like to ask any questions, feel free to stay in the chat room. And again, my name is Meghan Burke, and I'm ever so grateful for the generosity of your time and attention. And I have a YouTube channel, Sangha Yoga Studio. If you enjoyed our time together, please explore our YouTube channel. And Morning Mindfulness also has a YouTube channel. So please continue to stay mindful, generous, and kind with yourselves and each other.